What I want to do today is show you guys how to make an iMovie video, like a music video. And to use iMovie, you obviously need iMovie. I assume you need a MacBook Pro. So you're making an investment. It's a lot of money. But what it does for you is it lets you make those movies in a way which sort of makes it easy and you're able to enjoy it. So the first thing I want to say is that if you can, then I suggest you make your own music. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a program called GarageBand. I suggest you use it. Whatever songs you make on that program are going to be the soundtrack to your video, okay? Getting out of GarageBand. Now we go to our iMovie, okay? And so the name of my movie is My Movie. And what I did was I took that song that I made on GarageBand and I just clicked it and dragged it right in here. You see this is my song. Now what I got to do is put my song, is move it downstairs to the I don't know what that's called, the editing window, I guess. You see it's down here because I dragged it down. If you, just going to go back up for a second, take it like, you just click on it and drag it down, you can drag it right down into that window, into that bottom window, and it's here. And this is where your song is on the bottom, and on top is going to be where you put your videos. So what I've already done is I've used QuickTime to record a video of me playing the guitar, and I saved it on my desktop. And here it is. This is my video. It's what we're gonna do is make a video of Mo Money Mo Problems, the Biggie Smalls song, and I recorded just the guitar. I used the laptop camera to record my guitar. You don't see my face, you don't see anything. You just see like it's me sitting there. I got the screen pointed at my guitar. And I'm listening to my song on my headphones. You don't hear it, but I have my headphones on, so I hear the song playing, and I play over it, and strumming along to what I hear in the headphones. And this is gonna form the audio track. This is gonna form the video. Sorry, I'm gonna place it right on over. The thing. I'm grabbing my video and pulling it into the QuickTime. Can you see that? And I put it right in there. Now, what I want to do is I take it and drag it down just like I did the audio. And I'm pulling it right on over the audio track, sort of like a sandwich, 2 layers. So you see that they're down there, one on top of the other. And over here you have the viewer window, so you can see what's happening in your movie as it's happening. Now, what I've done is pull the 2 things on top of each other, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the audio and the video are going to overlap. Now, this is where I want to pull the headphones out so you can also hear what's going on. Now, in the second video, I'm going to show you now when I've dragged this video over my song, and I want to make them match up so that the hands playing the guitar match up with the sound you hear, which is the audio track. Now, I'm gonna drag this guy around like this. I'm gonna sort of move him around to match it up to the music. See, so this video is me playing over what I recorded before. I recorded and made this music on GarageBand, and I said that you should always use your own, not always, but if you can, try and use your own music that you created in your music video. I'm assuming that if you want to make a music video, you have some sort of interest in music. Of course, but you have to learn how to use that GarageBand app. Anyway, you made your song, and you have your video, which is you playing over the song. So what you're doing is you're doing air guitar basically. All right, I'm doing my air guitar, And now I want to show you that this is in the viewer window. When I play this, this is the real sound of the guitar coming out as I'm playing, and I'm just playing over myself. But what I want to do is I want to hear this. I want to hear the audio track that I made before, because it sounds better, because it's got bass in it. It's the sounds are all high, like the levels are high enough, and there's drums and there's the vocals too. So that's going to be my audio track. I'm just doing the video in order to, what I'm doing is I'm giving you a visual, you know, so that it's more than just listening to the song. I actually go down here, I click, and there's this line which shows you where you are, and it's like a sort of like a reference bar. When you press the space bar, we don't play around. It's a bet. Lay it down. Now, as you can see, they're not aligned. My guitar strumming doesn't match up with the guitar strokes. So I go back. Stay humble, stay home. What you hear is the audio track. Now, if I could show you, that's playing. I'm making the window small. So while this is playing, you see that I'm not playing the guitar. That's because I haven't started yet. Tell me who rock. When you start recording the video, you can't just start playing immediately, like, you know, I mean, like, it's not possible. You have to press play, get a hold of your guitar, listen, and then start strumming. So what I do is I give myself a cue somewhere here. Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who cop the blue drop, who Jews got rushed. Mostly doji down to the tube side. See there? I point to the screen. Why am I doing that? I'm telling myself, listen, this is where you got to start the video. That's where it's going to match up. So I need to cut this video now, because I anticipated that I would need a little bit of extra video time to get myself set up. So what you have to do, basically, the most important thing here is to start your video first. Press record, get your guitar in your hand, and then go and press play on the song, which is playing through the headphones, so you could play over yourself, so you could be ready to play over yourself when the song starts. And the problem here is that you end up having this video which is extra long, because you have that extra piece of video where you're setting up the recording and you're pressing play and you're getting your guitar in your hand. So I know that, and I anticipate that, so I point my finger at the screen as if to say, now you can now the video really starts. So look what I do here. So I'm going to try and splice the video. I double tap and I select split. Now you see when you do split clip, it splits the clip right in half. You have two now. You have two video clips where you only had one. You spliced it. So what you want to do is delete this one. It's highlighted already for you. This one's not. You can see that this is a little bit lighter and has that yellow frame around it. It's highlighted. So you know that it's the one that you're going to delete when you press the delete button. So you press, I press the backspace, and guess what happens? That piece disappears. We've thrown it away. So now I'm come closer to aligning my video to the audio. It's still not good enough, because you see there's still a little bit of finger pointing there. I want to cut this part out too. I want to move it right back. I want to start from here, like where I start strumming should be right aligned with the very beginning of the song. So I'm reaching for the guitar, and boom, I'm doing a strum. Boom, I'm doing a strum. Right about there is where I want to start, because the song starts straight off. There's no like intro or anything. So once again, I right click and I go to split clip. I want to get that part right out of there. I press backspace and boom. Now let's see if by some stroke of luck, it's not that simple usually. Let's see if I'm lucky and it aligned perfectly. Let's listen. No, it's not. Alright, so I press my space bar, and it's come all the way out here, 14 seconds into the song. No, let's go back. So you scroll back to the beginning, and you take that index bar, the white line there, and click on the mouse to anchor that bar here. We're in the beginning. We want to move around. Now what I can do is I click on my mouse. You see where you have the two arrows there? When you align the cursor right at the edge of the clip, it gives you the right and left indicator. That means that you can slide that thing shorter. So you click on your mouse. If you start dragging, what you're doing is you're shortening that clip. It's kind of like it's like you're, I don't know, like you're making it disappear. Actually, it's not disappearing. It's still there. So if you mess up, you can always go back and make it reappear. And in fact, those clips that we cut out before are still there too. But we don't want those. We want to get this thing set up. So I'm doing it, and you see the screen conveniently shows me what I'm doing. And as you can see, I'm not really doing much there. My hand's kind of like floating around. I'm not really playing in earnest yet. I'm getting ready to play, it seems like. Oh, it looks like I started right there. I got more of an earnest feel to it. So I think I've done it. So let me see what's going on. Let's listen. It's better. Tell me who rock. It's not quite a line. You tell me who flop, who cop, the blue drop. So now what we're gonna do? Mostly doji down to the two side. The same old pimp, mace. You know another chain from my lip. Can't stop till I see my name on the clip. It's almost a line, but it's not quite. I did like the rough adjustments in aligning this video clip to this audio. I want the hand movements to match up to the playing, and they're not quite there. I can tell that it's almost there. I can see where my hand is on the fretboard, and that tells me that it's almost where I want it to be. But I gotta grab this, I gotta sort of make that happen more accurately. So it's good to use our ears here. So what I do is you see here, when I position the cursor right at this point here, what it does is it gives me the up and down indicators, those triangles, which tells me that I can raise the volume of that clip. And I'm talking about the clip that I'm talking about. There's an audio to this video in addition to the real audio for the song. And that's useful because I can listen and match them up. It's easier than using the visual cue. Let me explain. The sound of the song and the sound of me playing over the song are essentially the same thing. I'm playing the song, but I'm just playing over it. So I could listen to them and match them up. And let's try that now. So I want to lower this. You don't worry, you can make it higher later again. You adjust volume just like I did before. I raised the volume of my video clip. I'm lowering the soundtrack volume. Why? So I can hear them both comfortably. Now I tap on my track pad. I put the white bar there, and I press the space bar. You hear it? It's off. I press the space bar again. Now, if you just tap on the mouse, if you just tap on the trackpad, it'll bring you back to this point, and you won't have to keep on stopping and starting. I press the space bar. I tap on you see, whenever I tap there, it takes me back. So it's a convenient way to hear it again and again without like futzing around too much with the mouse and everything and the keyboard. My guitar is ahead of the track a little bit. I can hear that. I get there a little earlier. So what am I going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. First I'm going to click and then quickly press the space bar so that I can stop it and have my white line here, that index line. Because if this thing is all the way, if it's all the way out there, then and I can't see where it is, then whenever I try and do something here, it'll go whoop, it'll take me back to where the white line is. I want that white line here. So now I gotta move this guy slightly this way. Can I do that? No. See, it goes back. I want to just move it over to make it match the song. And I'm guessing that you see those peaks there, that blue peak on top and the green peak right under it. It's like you can also visually match up the sound. to clip it, I see where the song starts here. So I want to raise this volume a little bit. I want to lower this a little bit. So I have both of the sounds are happening. Now I'm going to clip right here. Why? Because I see the audio. I use my visual cue to know where my video playing actually starts, and I split clip right there. Delete, get rid of that bad guy. Now we got the good guy here, and I know it's going to be off, but you have to look for it. You have to listen for it. I'm ahead. The video is ahead of the audio a little bit. Maybe it's just a little bit. Now, when you put your fingers on the trackpad, how would I do this on another computer? Well, if you're on a Mac, okay, you spread your fingers apart, like you're pinching out, you're pinching in to make the. It's like I've already. This is maximum. Okay. Okay, so I have the impression that my video is a little bit ahead of the audio. So now, as I said before, I cannot do that trick where you drag in, but I can drag out because the song can't get any longer than it already is. But if you drag it in, you're going to be cutting that song. You're going to be like reducing the size of the song. I don't know if that makes sense. Actually, I just want to try something. I'm dragging in. No. It looks like I haven't. Okay. It's funny. So if I do this. Okay, no. I was right in the very first beginning part. Oh, whoa. So you see that you can drag it and like it makes it magically, you can make it longer again, magically make it reappear. Now, I said that my video is a little ahead. So what I'm doing is I'm dragging to the left. See, I'm making a little space there. So it's like I'm matching it up to the audio. I'm making it a little bit, I'm delaying the onset of my playing to match it up to the audio. I'll just do a little bit more there, just on a hunch. Still not exactly aligned. I tap. Oh, okay. I'm all the way down. So I gotta scroll back to the beginning. Tap my white line into existence. It's still not good, and I'm not sure why. It could be that it's a little bit ahead or a little bit behind. I'm gonna drag it longer. So I've made some more space there. And now I'm going to listen again. A little bit more. Now it's almost there. Now the video is behind the audio. So I drag the other way. See, I'm making it shorter now. Just a little bit. Now I use my audio, my visual cue. What's the visual cue? What do I'm making it. I think this has to match up with this peak. So you could do it visually. So what do I have to do? Make it longer? Okay, so you see how what happens here is I'm moving the peaks so that they're right over each other. Whoa. Right there. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Almost. You see that? Now it's matched up. It's as if I'm playing the audio in that video, but I'm not really. I'm not. I put those two clips together to create the illusion that the person you see in the video is playing what you hear. He is actually not. So it's a great feeling. Yes, when you get it, it feels so good that you match the two things up. You got this tight-looking video, right? I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna stop there. So today, what we've done is we've matched up our video and our audio, and then the rest of it, you know, is all icing on the cake. Basically, now you could take this and you can go here to this little button here, and it says share. And if you click, it gives you options on how to share. I usually save it as a file. Let me show you what I mean. I save it as a file, and then it saves it right onto your hard drive, and then you could do with it as you wish, and you could save it in different sizes. I usually save it at the smallest possible size, and then I just quickly upload it onto YouTube to avoid clutter on my computer and to avoid taking up too much space. So that's the beauty of making your music video. I hope we could do more of these later. I hope this works for you. I hope this is helpful to you.